Hello learners. Now we're going to find the roots of this biquadratic equation. Basically the polynomial of degree 4. We are going to find the roots of this equation. If it is given that the product of two roots is 6, okay? It's already given information, okay? And I'm going to use it. But first, let us analyze what is already given to us. This is the equation which is given to us. Let's analyze it. What I'm going to take is I'm going to take the unknown roots as alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. Let them be my roots. Now, first I'm going to find out the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is nothing but equal to minus coefficient of x cube by coefficient of x power 4. Okay. And what is coefficient of x cube? See what's there beside x cube. That's 1. So minus of 1 divided by what is coefficient of x power 4? It's 1. Minus of 1 by 1, it is minus 1. Now this was our first thing. Next, so basically alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is equal to minus 1. Mark it because I'll be using it later. Next, now I'm going to use product of the roots taken two at a time. So basically alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus alpha delta. Observe the way I'm writing, okay? Otherwise, sometimes you might miss out. There will be 6 in total. See, how did I get it? Alpha beta, alpha gamma, alpha delta, beta gamma, beta delta, and gamma delta. Their sum is equal to coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x power 4. What is there beside x square? Minus 16. So basically here I have minus 16 by 1 is nothing but minus 16. Now, so basically this is nothing but equal to minus 16. Mark it as 2. Next, I'm going to have product of the roots taken 3 at a time. So basically, remember how see how I'm pronouncing, okay? How I'm going to write. Otherwise, you might miss something. There will be 4 in total. Okay, alpha, beta, gamma. Let's go in cyclic order here. Don't go like that because it was easy here, but it's better to go in a cyclic order here. Now see, alpha, beta, gamma plus beta, gamma, delta plus gamma, delta, alpha. Again, come back to beginning plus delta, alpha, beta is equal to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x power 4. What is there beside x? It's minus 4. So minus of minus 4 divided by 1. Minus into minus is plus. So basically I have plus 4 here. So let's mark this as 3. Now next I'm going to go for product of the roots. Okay. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta is nothing but equal to constant by coefficient of x power 4. You can just look at the here. Okay. It's there on top of it. It's there on every slide. What's constant here? 48. And what's coefficient of x power 4? For 1. So basically 48 divided by 1 is 48. So hence I have this one as my equation 4. Now, now I'm going to start using what's given. Okay. If you remember in the beginning, I said like we are given that product of two roots is 6. So basically, I'm going to take gamma into delta as 6. Okay. Let the two roots whose product be 6 is gamma and delta. Therefore, gamma into delta is nothing but equal to 6. Now, if you'll see here, alpha, beta, gamma, delta is equal to 48 and gamma delta is equal to 6. So what I'm in place of gamma delta, I can put 6 here. So alpha, beta into 6 is nothing but equal to 48. Again, don't forget to mention it like this. Okay, it's very easy for the examiner to evaluate if you'll put if you'll indicate each equation nicely like this. Okay. So send the 6 here. What would I be getting? 48 by 6, which is nothing but 8. So my alpha beta is nothing but 8. Okay. Now basically I got gamma delta and I got alpha beta also. So using this, I'm going to do something else. Now see here. From 3, okay, if you remember the third product of the roots taken 3 at a time, this is what it is. You can just refer to it. If you have taken notes till now, or you can just recollect it. Product of the roots taken 3 at a time is this. Now, if you remember, let's come to previous slide. If you remember, gamma delta is 6 and alpha beta is 8. I'm going to use these two things. Okay, I'm going to use these two things. Alpha beta is 8. So basically, I'll have 8 gamma, and then gamma delta is 6. So 6 beta, and then gamma delta is again 6. So 6 alpha, and then alpha beta is again 8. Delta into 8 is nothing but 8 delta. It's nothing but 4. Again, don't forget to mention from where you have used it. Okay. Next, I'm just going to rearrange it. I'm going to put 6 alpha in the beginning and 8 gamma here. So I'll get something like this. Then I'm going to take 2 common in this entire equation. So I'll get this and send this to here. So basically RHS would become 2. And not just that, just write these two terms as 3 into alpha plus beta, okay, and these two terms as 4 into gamma plus delta. Basically take 3 common here and 4 common here. Fine. Now if you remember our first sum of the roots, alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, it came out as -1. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the same thing, but I'm going to group. I'm going to group alpha plus beta as 1 and gamma plus delta as 1. Okay. Why I'm doing this? Because I want alpha plus beta and gamma plus delta. If I get that, I can proceed further. How? You'll understand. Okay. How I'm going to do it, you'll understand slowly. Now next, I'm going to multiply this equation with 4 and subtract it from 7. Okay, so this is what I have. This was what I had showed you before, and this is what I would get after I multiply 4 to that -4 I would have in the RHS. So just subtract. Okay, show this sign. This indicates that you're going to subtract. Okay, fine. So 4 times gamma plus delta minus of 4 times gamma plus delta, these two would get cancelled, and 3 minus 4 is -1. So minus of alpha plus beta is nothing but equal to 2 minus of -4 is 2 plus 4, which is nothing but 6. So minus of alpha plus beta is 6. So alpha plus beta is nothing but -6. Now let's go further. Now if you'll put this alpha plus beta as -6, if you'll put this alpha plus beta as -6 here, okay, -6 plus something, okay, some x, this you can take it as okay, let me take it as y, okay, in your mind, okay, -6 plus y is equal to -1. So send the -6 the other side. So y is equal to 6 minus 1 is nothing but 5. So gamma plus delta is nothing but 5. Okay, put 8 and 1 to get this one and mark it as 9. Okay, see, there are a lot of markings, I know that, but do this because your solution will look very systematic and neat. Okay, now next, basically I got alpha plus beta and I got gamma plus delta. Now what I want is I want alpha minus beta and gamma minus delta. Now how will I get alpha minus beta? If you remember, alpha minus beta whole square is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Now why am I using this? Because I know alpha beta and I know alpha beta also. Okay, I'm sorry, because I know alpha plus beta and I know alpha beta also. Likewise, gamma minus delta whole square is nothing but gamma plus delta whole square minus 4 gamma delta. Okay, now next, what was alpha plus beta? It was -6, and alpha beta it was 8. Again, don't forget to mention the reason, like how could you get this as this. Again, their values are this from 9 and 5. You can just refer to it in the previous, you would get it if you will make a systematic notes. If not, like, you can go a bit back in the video. Fine. Now -6 whole square is 36. 36 minus 4 8s are 32. 36 minus 32, this is what I get here. 25 minus 24, this is what I would get here. This is 4 and this is 1. Now alpha minus beta whole square is nothing but 4, which is 2 square. So alpha minus beta is going to be either +2 or -2. So basically it is alpha minus beta is plus or minus 2, and gamma minus delta whole square is 1. So gamma minus delta is going to be plus or minus 1. Now basically I need to solve for both the cases. Although you'd get the same answer, but still you need to show it. Okay, since it's a board exam, you need to show it. When alpha minus beta is 2, I'm going to start my solution. See, basically we already know what's alpha plus beta. Okay, it's -6. Okay, it's -6. And then gamma plus delta is 5. Previously, like, we substituted here only, right? You can see it. Okay, and alpha minus beta in this case is 2 and gamma minus delta in this case is 1. So just add them. Okay, just add them up. If you'll add these two up, you would get plus beta minus beta would get cancelled. -6 plus 2 is going to be -4. So 2 alpha is nothing but equal to -4. Here also, if you'll just add up, delta minus delta will get cancelled. 2 gamma is nothing but 5 plus 1, which is nothing but 6. So 2 alpha is equal to -4. So basically alpha would be equal to -4 by 2, which is nothing but -2. Now since my alpha is -2, listen, alpha would be -2. Put it here, put it in this. -2 plus beta is equal to -6. Send it there. Beta would be equal to 2 minus 6, which is nothing but -4. And then gamma would be 3. 3 plus delta is equal to 5. So delta is going to be 5 minus 3, which is nothing but 2. I'm not showing it entirely. That's why I just spoke it to you guys. Now, likewise, when alpha minus beta is -2 and gamma minus delta is -1, just solve it. Okay. Again, put the same equations like this. Just that, alpha minus beta is -2 here and gamma minus delta is -1 here. and then just again just do the addition here. So you get 2 alpha is minus 8 and alpha is minus 4 and beta is minus 2, and here gamma would be 2 and delta is. See, if you observe, see at the top, okay, in the previously I got like alpha is minus 2 and beta is minus 4. Here I am getting alpha is minus 4 and beta is minus 2. So ultimately, it's just designation, the roots are the same. Okay, and here I got gamma as 2 and delta as 3. That's it, I got my roots. Okay. My question is done. Hence, minus 4, minus 2, 2, and 3 are the roots of the given equation. Thank you very much for staying with me up till here. Not just this question, there are many more questions related to theory of equations, like solving of equations like this. You will find its link in the playlist, okay? And if this is your first time coming across my channel, please subscribe to it, and please hit that like button. That will encourage me to make many more of these videos, okay? Thank you very much.